Dark Magician Girl that you shoulda got. You guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. Gamer's Choice discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase here of anything that you are looking to get from this set. Honestly, it's quite impressive because both of the deck cores here, actually all three of the deck cores, have just been the best selling products here, from Heck of Hands to Killer Tune to Enya Craft itself. These cores are being very, very much picked up, and then Crackdown being very, very good. So discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase, and all of the deck cores in the world doing good over here too. Discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. Hey, look, it's the Tartaro or Gygus. Card's very, very good. All of the Heck of Hands stuff also available on Kong's. Discount code MCO40 save you on your purchase. I also gotta give a shout out over here to my friend who is doing the Iconic TCG for their Kickstarter. This is a project that they've been working on very passionately for a little while, and we did one of the earliest demos for this. It was a lot of fun. So I do think that you might want to check this out. Just aspiring TCG players coming together, wanting to test out new things, and I think that you might enjoy actually seeing what this game has to offer. Now, let's get into the meat and bones of today's market. Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice. There were 20 listings of this on the market literally yesterday. More of these have kind of repopulated. No, we've got a repopulation effort happening with this, and that's good. We've got people that are actually dumping more of this stuff onto the market, and we're seeing a little bit of a repopulation actually occurring for this. Now, we are down to about $24 on the low end, coming from, $25 on the upper echelon of this, which is not terrible when you look at it and see, how the market is distributing this. The big takeaway that you got to think about, though, if you are wanting to approach this stuff is, why do I need this card? Well, this plus Shining Sarcophagus tags you into the new Dark Magician, which we will be available to get later on next year. I believe it's February. And then, of course, you can also technically get a Gandora off of the search for that, which gets you into some other kind of stupid little things along the way. But, free little body that you can board clear if you need to. But that's not what we really care about. Just this is basically turning into a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and it gives rogue decks an opportunity to get that boss monster on the field. And that becomes a little bit concerning, or at least worthwhile to look at. GranSolfachord Musea. I did not realize there were only 26 listings of this on the market. Honestly, I was kind of taken back with this. What was it? During your main phase, you could add a pendulum monster from your hand to the extra deck face up, and add a pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. So just a little bit of a switcheroo. And as long as one of them has an even pendulum scale and the other has not pendulum scale. So once again, switcheroo, and then when you pendulum summon a Solfachord monsters, you can target one of them to add a Solfachord pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, whose level equals the pendulum scale of that monster. So you basically get another little turbo access point, but extra searching to get extra setup with this is pretty good. I mean, this is definitely a good, strong rota for the deck, but you do see this coming down from the $3-ish range. Judging by how many of these actually turn over, though, it's not a crazy amount, honestly. It's just a very solid $3 card across the board. The legendary 5Ds decks. Well, first of all, you still are on, technically, a small chunk of listings on these, but well, I guess you have the $60 ones, and then we drop down here to 42, 42, and 42. The good news here, everybody, is besides this one that sold for 50, we are actually watching these start to come down. Now, updates from yesterday when I made the initial video on this, we do know that Best Buy and a lot of places got this already, so I would go actually check out your local Best Buy and see if they have them. They should start to actually hit the shelves later this week. You gotta remember, we have Thanksgiving literally in 24 hours, so you're all gonna have to take a little bit of a breather on that front, but I do think, come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we will start to see these hitting shelves. The Queen of Thorns. This is horrendous. The only version for Astro Pack on the market right now is coming in at $23. Does somebody want to explain to me why I'm spending that on a common when I could just turn around here, go up, grab the Crossroads of Chaos version for $17? Like, it's kind of stupid, honestly. But the reason why you even care about this card is it's because it's a walking, talking, make your opponent pay 1,000 every time they want a normal or special summon a non-plant monster. Like, there is a reason why we actually play this card, and it's a pretty gosh darn good one at that. Swen. So, people are actually shocked that this card broke $50 for the Starlight Rare. Like, 51, 55, 59. Why are you so shocked about this? This card literally adds anything. Well, first of all, it adds Radiant Typhoon, Spell or Trap card, or Mystical Space Typhoon, which then gets you into another monster, which gets another body established on the field, which is 2 bodies, which universally is pretty much, you know, I can do whatever I want at that point. I don't know why you're shocked to know that this card is that good. The Ultra version, on the other hand, down here, still like $6. We're not really gaining or losing too much down here, but I think we've got some actual movements working, and that's actually not too bad to see. We also have, God, the Clockwork. So first of all, I love that the top end one is like literally impossible money to get. But realistically, when you come down here to the actual pricing, you're like $37 to $40 per copy. You go on up to like $43, $50. You have movements that are shifting around between these. I mean, we're not doing too necessarily bad. Your extra sales data on these, 37, 37. Yeah, this is one of those cases of don't be deceived by the direct by TCG player. It's just one store that has them, and you're just like, oh, okay. Double Fusion. Why in the world are we looking at a card with 158 listings? Just pay 500 Fusion Summon, and then you can do another Fusion Summon. It's just literally do a double Show You Go Hostile. Take a look at the amount of quantity. So you're just kind of traveling down here. You see a 6, or you're like, oh, okay. You got some 9 2s. And then you have this right here. Evidently, somebody bought 276 copies of this thing at 14 cents a piece. Now, that might not seem like necessarily too much to you, but actually, hold on, let's do the math on that. Times 276. That's only $38.64. It's not the worst. Like, if every one of those copies went up to $1, they literally doubled and tripled their money. So, this is one of those interesting cards. The Lord of the 25th anniversary Kaiba, I guess. People did start to open up their Kaiba cases, and they started selling the individual cards, which was kind of something I should have expected that people would do, because it just makes the most sense when you tend to look at the way that this set functionally is, because it's cool, but it's like, to maximize profit, you're just better off taking it, selling it all individually, because a lot of this stuff adds up very quickly. I do believe the Kaiba cases are still like $90 a piece. Strongwind Dragons, First Ed Ultimate Rares. That's it, everybody. There's officially only 2 listings of this stupid thing on the market. Let's take off the limiter here. And you take off the limiter, there's actually like 16 listings, but you're dealing with a lot of heavy and mod plays. You've had 2 sales fairly recently, 13 and 12s for unlims, which I don't really blame people for wanting to pick these up. I mean, it definitely seems like a decent opportunity. It's just those First Ed copies are kind of stupidly expensive. Yeah, somebody actually paid $40 back in August for one of these. Also, Sleeve Chief is still cooking up their Black Friday sale out here. I know there's a lot of Black Friday this, a lot of Black Friday that happening right now. And discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase on anything that you might actually want. I mean, the fact that they've got such a big collection, especially for the One Piece collectors out here, I do recommend giving them a little bit of a check-in and just see what you might want. But yeah, discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. A lot of stuff going on right now, but let's see what more is to come. So please, comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.